So for the last video, and this is the last theme. Now, allow me to just read the example. Through a composition of functions, verify that g of x is equal to x squared minus 4 is greater than 0, and g inverse of x is equal to the square root of x plus 4 are inverse functions. Well, through a composition of functions, how can you verify if a function's an inverse of another one? It's through this property. G composed of G inverse of x is equal to x. Or G inverse of G of x is equal to x. So if and only if means that it's bidirectional. So if two things are inverse of each other, this property has to hold true. And if you ever notice that functions have this property, that implies that they are inverse functions. Let's get on with the show. I have to demonstrate through an inverse functions or through a composition of functions that they are inverses. So I'm going to try to demonstrate that one of these is true. And if I just take a look, which one should I do? It doesn't really matter. I could pick the first one or I could pick the second one. After inspection, I'm actually going to do G inverse composed of G of x. I'm going to demonstrate that if this is true. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start off by writing G inverse of G of x, and G of x is just simply x squared minus 4. Now I need to see, pardon me, this is getting a little bit sloppy. So I'm just going to try to prove that this is equal to x. So first I'm just going to see what my g of x function is, and I'm going to plug this into the composition. So G inverse, so I'm just going to keep that out. I'm going to work inside the brackets. G of x is defined by x squared minus 4. Now, that is my input that I must put into the G inverse. So I'm running out of space, so I'm just going to write G inverse of x squared minus 4. And the G inverse is the set of instructions that really just tell me that I need to take the square root of my input and then add 4. But my input here, my input here is x squared minus 4. So this is equal to the square root of x squared minus 4 plus 4, and this is equal to the square root of x squared, better known as x. So believe it or not, G inverse composed of G of x is equal to x. And I've demonstrated that this property is true. Therefore, since G inverse of G of x is equal to x, G of x and G inverse of x are inverses. And I'm done.